Chapter and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio. Just got back from doing a couple festivals over in Germany and the UK. And now here for a brief moment in Florida to spend some time with a great band. So let's welcome to the show, Shiverwood Shade. How are you?
Hi, Dean. We are doing great. And thank you for inviting us to the show.
Oh, my pleasure. And I absolutely love your music. I love how you call it cinematic, because I think that really describes it. And I'm so sick of some of the genre names nowadays that it's nice to have something that kind of describes what your music is about, opposed to holding you into a genre.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how did this come about? Tell me a little bit of history of the band for the listeners of how Shiverwood Shade came about. You're from India, correct?
Yeah. We are from India.
So there's a lot of good music that comes out of there. So I'm very happy to be sharing this. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
Yeah. So as a band, we started from, we were college students where we met eventually. So we had, I came from a place called Mumbai in India, and we had a rapper, Anirban, who was from Assam, and my brother, who is Anupam, he's a guitarist as well. So we all, came up with the idea at our college, doing some creative stuff with music and all. So later on, we came with the concept of the band when we started to, write some stuff for our own. We were doing some local school shows. And after that, we found that, we can, form a band for us right now. And it's a perfect place to launch our, ideas for. And so after that, we did lots of, national level fests. Also, we did lots of, local level college events also. So later on, we started making our music, and eventually it grew to something which we have, our album, which we have presented right now. So band also got a new transformation, we have new members coming in on the band. So they joined us 2 to 3 years back, and we have new additions like Saptarishi on the bass. We have Shayan Pal on the drums. Then we have Manav Kundu on keys. And also we have an extra guitarist who is supporting us on our live act. That's Monish Paul. So we all have come up, and we have launched a new album called Escaping Darkness recently.
Yeah, and I love, with the world that we're living in right now, what that album is all about, because you definitely have some elements there that totally describe the world we're living in. So maybe you could share with the listeners a little bit about what the new album is about.
Yeah. So Escaping Darkness is about our inner journey, where we are, everybody is in a state of depression or any kind of, sad moments they have in their life, which they want to share in some form. So our journey revolves on that concept. So we try to, fill the listeners' boots in that form. Through our music, all our tracks, whether it's Lost, whether it's Divided by Hate, it states the current state of the, the state of the world right now. So where we can, people can come out of the inner trauma and resilience. That is the main concept of the album, basically.
And I love that, because the other part of me is I'm a motivational speaker. So I love when my two passions collide, and that is music and positive messages.
That's
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying that's absolutely motivating for us, because our songs have been where people can come up from their state of trauma to something where they can see the light. So that is what the true album speaks about. And as you
And
said,
and what I love about it too is there's a misconception about metal music. I think metal music is all about therapy, motivation, making you feel better with lots of things going on in your life. A lot of us are metalheads. We went through a lot of things in life, and metal was kind of our escape from that and what made us feel better.
yeah, absolutely. Like metal people think about, like it's heavy stuff, but it's about your, like uh, inner, like pain, sufferings, which, like you're bringing it out, and it actually relaxes your, like mental state. What I believe is through metal.
Absolutely. And so when did you first get into metal? What was that moment that you knew that you wanted to play metal music?
Oh yeah, yes. Actually, I think it's in 2002 or 2003 when I was first introduced to new metal. Basically, that was my first, like track, that is "Numb" from Linkin Park. So I was very much inspired by Chester Bennington and his, like their Linkin Park's writing, music style, and everything. So that is what I got into metal with that. And then I, like got into other bands like Bullet is there, Breaking Benjamin is there, Avenged Sevenfold is there. So they
Nice.
have shaped my.
I love it. And the thing is that what I do love about your band is there's so many different elements to it. Like I said earlier, you're not locked into a genre because you have different people that are involved in the creating of the music from different kind of influences. I think it makes a unique great sound.
Yes, actually, our main concept revolves around the 2000 new metal uh, genre, which was the 2000 new metal era, and we try to like combine different types of genres, like which is trending right now. Like EDM is there, you have synthwave music, you have all kinds of pop music, and we try to like combine it into an element which listeners would like to listen with the new metal elements fused in that. So that is where our core concept revolves actually.
Yeah, I kind of think that your music is like if you were to have, like Linkin Park, Corn, and Nine Inch Nails become one person. There's
Yeah.
your music.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what's really cool about it because, there's so many genres nowadays that, the music is so, like formula based, like if you're in this genre, you need to play the music like this. And I'd rather see artists and musicians experiment, explore, different sounds to make them sound unique and like have their own sound instead of the sound of a genre.
Absolutely. Like what we, like try to do is like we try to combine all the elements from different genres, but it is not a, like a unique formula like which we follow. It is always the creativity part that comes in, which people would like to listen. Ultimately, the soul element has to be there, because what I see in modern this thing, it's like it's too technical based, and the feel elements, which was like the time when we started playing music, or we started to like come into these genres which we are experimenting right now, it was all about the feel part. So
Yeah.
I personally feel that we should like not like there has to be technical part, but the feel elements has to be there as well, which actually connects the audiences.
I think that's so important what you're saying too, because you can be the greatest musician in the world if there's no feeling put into it. Like music is passion and emotion, so it can't just be technical. Technical is good, if it's not by itself. You need to have the feelings portraying through so that you are expressing your feelings through the music, but us, the listeners, we can feel it too, even if it's not even the same thing. we feel it, and then we're drawn to it.
Yes, exactly.
So I have to say too that this new album, I mean, pretty cool that you are. It's an award-winning album now already, and it just came out, and you won the Inspiring Music Award 2026 from Inspirational World Records. I love that. That to me, that says it all. That's the reason right there. Everybody needs to listen to this record.
Yeah, actually, like that was one of the like very inspiring moments for us to receive that. Like we never thought for like we would receive something like this, and we believe like it's our music that should do the talking, and if people love it, then it's up to them to choose to hear us.
And that's where that whole feeling things comes in, because that's where they end up loving it, and that's what wins awards, because your music is changing how people feel around the world, and that's the most important element of music.
And that's an honor for us, and it means a lot for us.
Absolutely. And tell everybody how they can reach out to you guys, connect with you on socials, on the web, check out your music, check out your merch, and if you have any other things you want to let them know that we haven't covered already.
Yeah, so I would like to tell my audiences that we have come up with like a new merch line very soon on our website, which is coming up, and they can always check out on all distribution platforms which is available, as we are distributing through our label, that is MN2S UK. And also we are doing an all India tour right now, that's called Chasing Daylight, which
Nice.
we have like teamed up with different radio partners with us, like Rockridge Radio is there, so they are supporting us in our acts. And also like if you want anything, anybody wants to like reach out to us, they can email us every time, it's everywhere available. And please do write to us, we would love to hear from you guys.
Well, thank you for making us such great music, and keep doing it and keep creating positive change throughout the world. Thank you for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you, Dean. It's an honor for us to be.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.